Wow, yesterday was one heck of a day. In the morning, I was out enjoying a nice helicopter flight lesson, and when I landed, my Twitter and inbox were blowing up with updates. Kevin Paffrath, better known as MeetKevin, posted a video titled, "I Quit." And as I'm watching that video, a sea of news articles about a recent SBA defeats in the court and how that could signal the completely ludicrous arbitrary requirements for the targeted advance could finally be overturned in the courts. What does this all mean? All this and more in today's video. Hello and welcome to Stephen Carlson's show. I'm Stephen Carlson. I'm a tech entrepreneur, real estate investor, author, YouTuber, paramedic, and Bonnie and Clyde are hanging out by the pool. I know you guys are probably getting sick of hearing this, but it does really help. Please comment down below with the hashtag #TeamIdle. Share this video everywhere on social media. Tag your local news stations and your politicians demanding that someone in DC finally get off their ass and save all our businesses before we all go out of business. And before I go any further, a very quick reminder, you guys already know this. I have a team of outstanding lawyers that Clyde keeps chained up so that they can't escape. The only problem with these stinking lawyers, they get a little bit rowdy whenever I make a video. The only way to calm these lawyers down is to give a quick disclaimer. The opinions in this video, they're exactly that. They're opinions. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a financial advisor. I have no certifications, any of that stuff. So basically just understand this is not legal financial tax advice. You get the point. Also, while I have you here, why don't you check out Webull, link down below. Deposit $100 and they will give you 2 free stocks. Okay, all that out of the way, let's get to today's video. First, let's cover the MeetKevin update, then we will get over to the SBA EIDL stimulus update.
Hey everyone, MeetKevin here. This is tough. So here's the scoop. Since February 2020, I've been focused on providing a lot of news to you. That's because news has been something that's rapidly evolved on an hour-to-hour basis in this country and really around the world. I mean, think about last year and how insane it was, from circuit breakers in the stock market to China and then Italy getting COVID and then coming over here and then us thinking about massive lockdowns and martial law and the insanity of stimulus that came afterwards. And are we going to get support? What's going to happen with the real estate and the stock market and then the election? And oh my gosh, we have been through so much uncertainty and madness over the last 16 months. And I've been reporting on it every step of the way with over 1,000 videos. But things today are a little different.
Kevin is right. Things have changed. You know, it's incredible what he has done with his channel. Part of it was just being in the right place at the right time. Part of it was luck. And part of it was, yes, damn hard work on his part. He was one of the first to jump on the pandemic stimulus news, taking his channel from a small 200,000 subscribers to now over 2 million subscribers in less than a year.
Us are doing quite well, at least, or certainly better than things were last year. Now, that's not to say there isn't news with the latest momentum stock to catch up on, but right now, we don't have this need for hour-to-hour news updates on all of the maddening changes that are going on. And over the last year, for me, work has been nonstop. I had one day off in the last 16 months to go play airsoft one day. Well, actually paintball. Airsoft is what I want to play. But anyway, paintball one day. And while I've worked an average of 13 hours a day, the pattern of providing quick news just isn't necessary. Quick news has really led to reactionary and less in-depth reporting.
The interesting thing here is that while many of us are still hurting financially from the horribly planned and implemented business stimulus packages that we all know so very well, life is mostly starting to return to normal. I'm sure Kevin's starting to see this in his YouTube views as well, as stimulus news is no longer really the hot topic. But don't worry, I'm still going to be here giving you guys the EIDL updates that everyone is asking for. But honestly, I'm seeing the same drops in my view counts as well. While my channel has never been as popular as Kevin's, I was receiving about 100,000 views for each one of my stimulus videos about a year ago. Now I'm only getting a few thousand. Now, Kevin's not stopping all of his YouTube videos, but he is cutting them back, and he's taking a month-long hiatus from his multiple daily live streams. You can watch his entire video for more information, all that, it's going to be linked down below. For my channel, I am working on more in-depth videos covering how all of you can make more money with your investments, and we can bring all of us up to the next level financial stability and independence. Just remember, we cannot rely upon those idiots in DC to give us what we desire. If we want to be successful and enjoy everything that financial success can afford us, we together must work hard. Now let's get back over to EIDL because I know many of you guys are still struggling to get your grants and loans at the SBA. The Business Journals is reporting. The Small Business Administration recently suffered a court defeat over its ability to prioritize minority and women-owned businesses in the $28.6 billion Restaurant Revitalization Fund. Thousands of restaurants pursuing this fund have had their applications completely frozen due to this court order, even as the SBA continues to pay out some other businesses. This is all a result of a series of multiple legal setbacks against the agency. This freeze specifically is the result of a lawsuit challenging the 21-day priority application period, in which restaurants that were owned by women, veterans, socially or economically disadvantaged people were able to get to the front of the line. But court rulings in the Northern District of Texas and elsewhere throughout the country have forced the SBA to freeze pending payments to just under 3,000 priority applicants. To date, the SBA has funded more than 100,000 applicants of this fund, and they've given out a little over $27.5 billion. Out of that, $18 billion was given only to priority applicants. With this court order, the SBA can no longer prioritize specific applicants, and they must treat everyone equally. So they are still giving out money in this fund, but it's equally across everyone. The main reason and the biggest problem with this was the congressionally mandated 21-day priority period. That's that period where businesses owned by women, veterans, minorities, socially or culturally disadvantaged groups, etc., could all apply and be put to the front of the line. The issue is the money was very quickly spoken for by these priority groups, and anyone else that was not in one of the priority groups had no chance at all of getting any money. Legal experts say the decision from the court could have a rippling effect for some of the other SBA programs, including the $25 billion Targeted EIDL Advance Grant Program, which all of us know has that stupid low income requirement that you must be in a low income area. But attorney Jonathan Hugg has a slightly different opinion. He said it would be much more difficult to challenge the Targeted EIDL Advance program because it does not include race or gender as a prerequisite for applying, only the geographic location. He said, quote, "A challenger could, conceivably, argue that the geographic focus is a proxy for a race or given gender. However, it could be considerably more difficult to prove. Unlike race or gender, income is not a constitutionally protected class," end of quote. So what does this all mean for us? Well, honestly, not much. The lower courts have said the SBA program that prioritizes one race or gender over another is a violation of the law and is unconstitutional. The thing is, the SBA is going to likely continue to fight this in the court, and they're going to be dragging this out for multiple years. During that time, businesses will continue to struggle, and only the strongest financially will survive. The hope for business stimulus for many of us will remain the elusive and unobtainable. The only fix is demanding Congress change the law. But honestly, I think there's probably a better chance of Taylor Swift walking into the studio right now and begging for me to go out with her. The thing is, Congress is proud of their stimulus packages. It gives them the talking points that they wanted without actually having to fix anything. Remember, as I've said countless times on this channel, Congress has no interest in fixing these things. The only thing that they want is to string all of us along long enough so that we vote for them again. If they actually fixed things, it would be much more difficult for them to scare us into voting for them in the next election. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you click like and subscribe. Doing so really helps the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it, as do Bonnie and Clyde that are currently, they're chasing each other around the pool right now. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.